Welcome back to Canada Now. Uprooting your children, changing your country, lifestyle, and occupation, that's what most immigrants to Canada have to deal with. It's a challenge, and tonight we'll tell you about parents who are meeting that challenge. Not only are they nurturing a family, but encouraging the growth of a business at the same time. A business in Orchids. Catherine Harrop has their story.
You can just make them out behind the double glaze of their new greenhouse. Jorge and Eugenia Dietrich prepare pots. They are about to transplant some of their orchid seedlings. Eugenia and Jorge are transplants too, from Argentina. In 1999, they decided to uproot themselves and their 4 children.
We were in a good position, but the situation was becoming worse and worse, not only in the economic way, also social way. The education level was dropping, and we have 4 kids, and we were thinking about their future, and we found that it's going to be very hard for them, for their future. That's why we decided to move. That was in 1999.
The Dietrichs had a house in town and one in the country. Life was good, but Argentina is volatile. One of their good friends disappeared. He was killed.
It's one of the 30,000 missing people in Argentina.
They chose Canada for the kids, but the kids didn't really want to go. This picture was taken the night before they left for Canada.
My daughter was, my oldest daughter was crying the first 4 months, every day.
Every day.
It was hard, this part. The first year also was hard.
They didn't realize how bad was the situation, and because they always had everything over there.
Both Jorge and Eugenia are scientists by education, agrologists actually. They were professors at an Argentinian university. But when they came to Canada, their qualifications were no more than framed paper. Jorge discovered it was cheaper and quicker to get his Master's of Business Administration than to have his credits transferred. They used up their savings quickly. Then a one-time federal government program offered them a chance, providing $3 to every one they saved towards starting a small business. They collected the maximum of $6,000.
Because our agricultural background, we were searching how can be a niche to start a little enterprise. And we found that could be orchids as a very specific business, no?
Orchids, written about over 2,000 years ago in China, praised in paint and poem. At one point, orchids were regarded as an aphrodisiac and used as one of the main ingredients in love potions. They were also considered a hobby of the wealthy. They continue to inspire passion among orchid hobbyists, but now the average orchid costs from $15 to $50. The Dietrichs are importing some and growing 500 from plant tissue. It takes 2 years to grow an orchid from plant tissue, 3 years from seeds. They are just starting to plant the 9-month-olds into tree-like environments. Almost all orchids grow on trees. Unlike money, ingenuity is necessary. A piece of lattice work that came off the side of the house gets used. Orchids need specific humidity and temperatures, different in the day and night. So Jorge rigged up an automatic timer that turns the heater or the humidifier on and off. The younger plants stay in a mini greenhouse within the larger one, a little less expensive to control. Jorge is insulating the greenhouse he purchased to save heating and cooling costs.
These are the box that came my greenhouse from British Columbia, and I recycling all the material, and this plywood. I'm going to cover this area.
Everything is done with the bottom line in mind, including water supply.
Well, I collect the water from the roof, and they come to the gutter. The gutter I collect by the first pass through this filter, which by gravity I separate all the solid and they come clean into this cisterna. I collect roughly for each millimeter that is forecast by the Weather Channel. That means 70 liters in my cisterna, and it's a little bit acid, rain acid, so it's very good for orchids as well. So it's and in this way also I save. I'm not using water, city water.
And if it doesn't go well?
If it doesn't go well, we have a very nice solarium. And
they took chances on a new business, on a new country. Chances they hope will pay off.
We came here with a dream. Our dream is to be able to work and to bring to this society something good, because we know that next generations have to be better than us, and that is for what we are working for.
The Dietrichs hope to have orchids for sale by December. Catherine Harrop, CBC News, Fredericton.
What a beautiful shot. Well, please stay with us. Your weather forecast is next, and the story